Previously on balls.co.za.
Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Good to chat to you. We speak to Graeme Smith, our former Proteas skipper. Sounds very weird to say that on Cricket Guy in a Suit. Brought to you by Khaliq's. Harrow's with me as well.
How's it, Biffle? How are you?
Oh, yeah, right. What's happening, my
You
boy?
are. I've been bothering you for a couple of weeks. Thanks for having a chat, my boy.
Pleasure, my bud. Pleasure.
First of all, well done from everyone here, obviously, at Balls Radio. On a great career.
Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah, clap, yes. I think it's a great idea. It's a
guys.
superb
I really
career.
appreciate that.
You must have had a bit of time now to look back and get a bit of perspective. And does it feel a bit weird?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I guess the next day you wake up, it's a bit daunting. You know, it's certainly all I've known for the last 12 years playing for South Africa, and it's been my monthly salary check also and everything. I woke up the next morning, and with the load shedding, had no electricity. Cell phone got taken away. I had to change the number. So there's been a few interesting things happen, but it's, I guess, in reflection, just been. Played with a lot of amazing people and was really blessed to have the career I did.
You say you had a new number, which John Wallen now has, I'm afraid, so you might have to change that again.
I'll never bother you, Graeme, I promise
He's
you.
got all 9 of your numbers.
I'm always here for you, you know that.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, Graeme.
You get to watch the game today, Graeme, the against Holland. It was a bit of a close one. We should have lost that, actually.
Yeah, I didn't actually. I was getting updates from Mark Boucher. It sounded a little bit squeaky. I think he was lying in front of the couch, struggling to believe what he was watching. But so it seemed a bit squeaky for the boys. But no one can argue that we aren't playing under pressure in this tournament.
No, we certainly are playing under pressure. I mean, we've had obviously Dale Stein's been magnificent, and also Imran Tahir has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess having impact bowlers in 2020 is always good. We've got 2 guys that are producing good performances. If we can just get form up with the rest of the guys, I think obviously tactically get a little bit smarter. I think for me, the wickets, we've actually been lucky so far with the wickets we've played on. It's going to get slower and slower and slower throughout the tournament. So, hopefully we'll start getting our game breakers up in the top of the order and start being smart with the ball, also make impacts with the ball early on.
It's obviously great that we won, but I was watching the Dutch play and they were 80 for 1. And I think, they just had a brain fart. They snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. If they just canted in and got a runner, they didn't even have to get a runner ball. Obviously, we're happy,
but I mean, maybe it's good signs. 2 teams have choked against us.
Exactly.
Lacquer.
At the end of the day, you can see a team that hasn't played a lot of cricket at that level. I mean, I didn't watch the game, but maybe the moment just got a little bit big for them. Maybe don't have the depth in batting that most other teams would have had in that situation. But also I think Dale and Imran produced, from what I understand, produced overs that ultimately won us the game. And if we can, we should beat England for my mind. I think we've been blessed. We've got a great group. I think the tournament is set up well for us. We're playing in probably the nicest conditions in the tournament. You're basically 3 games away from winning the tournament. So if we can just get smarter and a couple of guys hit their straps, who knows what can happen.
Yeah, I'm just moving a little away from the World Cup now. I'll talk a little bit about yourself and what you're going to be doing in the next little while. You're obviously packing up Morgan and the kids and going off to Surrey to play a bit of county cricket.
For my sins. I've got 6 months in England. Obviously, Surrey is a great club with a great history also, and there's nice opportunities there for me as a player and as a leader. And I've been sort of focusing a bit more on sort of the business stuff now, trying to set up 1 or 2 things for myself for when I get back from Surrey. The next 6 months is going to be at Surrey and see when I come back from a domestic point of view where I can maybe add a little bit of value.
Geez, that couldn't have been a hard sell to get your wife back over there.
To be honest, it was.
Was it?
The kids, they love Cape Town. They're very settled here, and to uproot your life for 6 months is when you got 2 little ones. But I think my wife is dreading, being locked up in London with the 2 kids. So I'm gonna have to keep her.
It's expensive there. Just be careful. You know what it's like.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be being paid in pounds. I won't be paying too many rand.
So you mentioned that you didn't watch the game today. So Graeme Smith's not watching at the moment. What are you doing to keep busy?
Today was actually a fairly relaxed hour, but I mean, I started back in the gym this morning, which I'm feeling a little bit now, as Harrow would tell you, it's in immense shape. So I'm trying to keep my body together for Surrey, but and then I was laboured with the babysitting duties today. That's why I never had a chance to sit in front of the TV. I had the 2 kids.
Oh, jeez.
My wife was out doing something, so so my TV watching was limited.
Must be exhausted, huh?
Yeah, no, I think she just fell asleep on the couch right now.
It was exhausting. Well, good luck, Smithy. I mean, I really, it was a pleasure playing with you. I learned a lot from you playing the game, and you're a good oak, and it's
really nice of you, Harrow.
Oh, it is. I mean, I think you got undue unfair criticism of your career, and a hell of a player to open the batting and average 48, almost 50 is a remarkable effort. So well done to you. And it's the last bit of positive stuff you're ever going to get from me. So take it.
That was the last interview you're getting from me.
You go, Biff.
Thanks, Cook. I mean, obviously, it was a pleasure playing with a lot of great people, including yourself. But some good memories for all of us, some good things to look back on, and there's some good guys in now that have the baton to take it forward. I mean, hopefully the leadership, the current coaching panel can get it together and give them what they deserve as players. But there's still great things for them to achieve, and we hopefully can sit here.
How long had you been thinking about hanging up the gloves and retiring? How long had you? Yeah,
the gloves you didn't keep. Huh?
No. He's batting gloves. He's batting gloves, okay. And the gloves and the pads and everything else. I mean, it must be something that you don't drop a bombshell on the team in the middle of a test match and say, guys, listen, I've had enough.
Yeah, I think obviously it had been on my mind for a period of time. I think when Gary walked away, and then you move with a new coaching structure. You start to put things, and obviously then playing a role in Jacques' retirement, it really does make you consider, where you are. So I think certainly, moving into the Australian series was definitely in the forefront of my mind, and progressed to there, and then things just progressed throughout that series with my family. My daughter got, hurt, and other things started to progress that just sort of pushed me closer to the moment,
Yeah, and I think that's important that you mention that, because a lot of times people don't realize what's going on behind the scenes, that you actually have a personal life and things happen in the family, and that affects you. You're a human being, and you're expected to go out there and deliver results, but your mind might be elsewhere.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my daughter's injuries that she picked up definitely put a lot of stress on me during that series, and made it tough being in and out of hospital during the test matches. But I mean, everyone in their life has had different things to work with. That was just a tough period for me, and as I say, I look back, I'm proud of what I've been able to achieve. Yeah, I think the thing is, I was 33, and everyone was telling me you're mad, and so it was just about having the courage to sort of take that leap and make the final decision. 12 years of my life I've been traveling the world playing for South Africa, and an immense amount of pressure, and it just felt right with everything that's happening around the squad at the moment, and where I am. I just felt like the timing was right.
Yes, Johnny?
Graeme, when you look back, you're a very modest person, and I think when you look at the achievements that not only you've achieved but also Jacques, do you really feel in hindsight that you've got all the credit that you deserve?
Well, it's difficult. I mean, I don't certainly wake up in the morning and saying, "Geez, I wish I got a few more pats on the back or a few more." I understand I've captained South Africa for 11 years, and a lot of your sort of emotions from fans are dictated by how the team itself are playing. Where a lot of other guys are maybe just on how they're performing, whether they're getting hundreds or taking wickets. The emotions around me have been largely based on team performance. But when I look at my stuff and what I've been able to create, and certainly since retirement, the way people have reacted to me I've had people burst into tears. I've walked into shopping, I've walked into restaurants, and people have stood up and clapped, and everywhere I go, it's been actually amazing. So I think, it's just so on the front, on the coalface for me, people have been amazing, and the responses I've received since I've called it a day. Maybe they're just all happy that I've moved on.
Tears of joy. No, I highly doubt it. got a couple of tweets from our listeners, and the one from Peter Woodward, he said, please tell us the real reason why you retired at 33. But I think you kind of explained it. They always, like, our listeners are very skeptical. They always believe in these conspiracy theories that there's stuff happening and you're not telling us the truth. Leon Petzer wants to know, any desires to go into coaching?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know. I mean, look, I've never turned down any opportunity that comes my way. I feel that one of the things that I've gained is I've got an intricate knowledge of sport in this country and sport around the world. I've met a lot of amazing people. I've been in a leadership role for 11 years, dealing from politics to selection to setting up structures to running a team and also trying to keep guys like Hera focused. So,
which is hard.
It's been. I mean, I've had a huge growth period. So at 33, I kind of feel like what I've gained over the 11, 12 years has been probably more than that. So I definitely wouldn't turn anything down. I'm trying to make the best decisions for myself and my family now going forward, and obviously is trying in the next phase of life as successful as possible.
Yeah, Johnny.
No, it's just wonderful, Graeme, and I just, I can still remember, I know when you went to Kes and just how you inspired everybody there as well, and when you look back at your old school, do you look back with a lot of fondness and memories?
Yeah, you scraped that one at the bottom of the barrel, John. That was a scraping question there.
I know.
I mean, the school played a massive role in my life, and it still does. I mean, the responses that I get from them, the letters that I receive from them,
yes,
is immense. So I think I've been very fortunate to have that support base with me. With my parents, my family. Also, that's a crucial part of your career. When you're in the public eye and you need to perform and you're under pressure and it doesn't always go well. That support base around you is crucial, and also the grounding that I received at the school to help me be the man I am today, I think is crucial. So education and leadership in communities and stuff like that is crucial for our country, and so hopefully it's something that I'm interested in setting a foundation up with in time, but hopefully we can start growing that.
Last one for me. I also would like to. I mean, I know it's always asked a bit of a generic question, and just don't give me the generic answer. Favorite moment in your career? I mean, there must be one that must stand out.
When Hera retired.
Definitely got to be watching you walk around the change room in your jock. I mean,
that's a very small highlight though. Tiny highlight.
I still wake up and admire your wife for living with you. But no, I mean, if I think back, I mean, obviously there's some great moments, winning in Australia, winning England twice, traveling the world and having all the success. But I just always loved the change room moments after big wins and stuff, when you sit down with your teammates and you celebrate after all that training and pressure, you can have that beer and actually just enjoy what you've achieved. I think those are the moments that I'm going to miss the most, the camaraderie of your teammates. I mean, I've built up some great relationships over the years. But yeah, I mean, you look at your stats. I think someone said I scored over 17,000 runs for South Africa. So there's lots of highlights in there. There's lots of victories, over 50 victories in the test format and so on. But I think I'm going to miss my teammates the most.
Yeah, that's what I miss definitely the most by a long way. I haven't even out of the game for a year and a half, but that's what I miss the most is,
your teammates.
Yeah, it's weird. You're in a male, you miss male company. It sounds a bit dodgy, but I mean, you're surrounded by it so much, and then you don't get it anymore. You you kind of crave it.
Yeah, that does sound dodgy.
I also don't like it when I don't get it anymore too. I'm not looking forward to that day.
Graeme, last one from me. The state of South African cricket at the moment. I know there are 3 formats to think about, but when you left, we had Jark leaving just before you, and a while back Bouch as well. So we lost 3 big names. Where we are at the moment, are you confident?
Yeah, I mean, we should be. To be honest with you, the succession planning is there. I mean, if I think about when we lost Gary, Allen, Jonty, and the like, back when I was 22, 23 and just started the captaincy, our senior player group was was just sort of starting out and finding their feet. But now you've got, like, if you think about AB, Hash, Dale, Mornay, and a couple of other guys, there's guys that have played 60, 70 test matches now, so there's still a really good core of players. I think there's obviously a few big decisions in terms of leadership roles. And, I think there's a lot of sort of scope for Russell Domingo and his coaching team. So I think the decisions he makes going forward and how he runs the team is crucial now. The team that need leadership and it's going to need good direction. So, hoping that he will give the team that, but there's enough ability there that they should be successful, no doubt.
It's been awesome chatting to you, man, and thank you for always making time for us here at Balls Radio. We always appreciate your insights, and thank you for your service to the country and to South African cricket as well.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Biff. I'll be doing the rain dance for you there, and while you're in the UK, I know you're going to pray for a bit of rain there.
No, thanks.
Yeah, and good luck over there.
Cheers, guys. Take it easy.
Cheers.
Bye.
There we go.
Cheers.
Graeme Smith, former Proteas captain, joining us on Balls Visual Radio before he heads over to the UK. Yeah, nice to chat to him.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Good guy.
Good to chat to him.
Good guy.
He's done so much for South African cricket, and it's just going to be weird to see the next Test match. He's not going to be there.
Yeah.
I think it's really hit home yet.
Balls.co.za